welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis. It's good to see you.
I told you we'd be smiling. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
We are. Oh my gosh, how was your weekend?
It was very good. The Blake Bortles tournament and foundation event happened, but
yes,
we got all the details.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the big interview too in a second with Blake Bortles that we teased on Friday, but then we never got to.
We teased it. We didn't say when you'd see it.
Right. Took us about 72 hours to get here, but here we are, and we're going to air it in a minute.
The video we showed that went viral about the BBC reporter, the spin-offs. This
hilarious.
One's great. I knew you'd love this one.
Have you seen this though? It was the story was there was a guy who was being interviewed by the BBC about the situation in South Korea. All of a sudden, his two kids come in the background. The mom's going nuts, grabbing, trying to get him, back out the door.
He looks embarrassed.
He doesn't know what to do. Well, now that made national news, and now there are all these different spin-offs of that situation. One of which is now being dubbed as the woman's version.
Yeah, how a woman would have handled this. It's classic.
Watch this.
The question now is, how do people respond to their scandals?
For the wider region, I think one of your children has just walked in, but I mean, shifting sands in the region, do you think relations with the North may change?
It's unclear at the moment what effect former President Gun-Hae's impeachment will have on the territories. Unfortunately, discontent in South Korea is not only related to President Gun-Hae's administration.
Okay.
This is a major embarrassment for South Korea, who often criticizes the North of corruption, and who now find themselves in the middle of a massive corruption case themselves.
Sorry, you do look rather busy there. We can reschedule
President Gun-Hae is very likely to face jail time too.
Okay.
I would argue, in an attempt to make an example of her.
Right, so what does this all mean for the future of South Korea?
So the future of South Korea really hangs in the balance.
Oh my God, is that a bomb?
And it'll be interesting to see how the North reacts to this new shift in power.
Indeed. Well, this certainly has been... sorry,
I've looked everywhere. I've looked in the sock drawer.
Your husband is...
I anticipate there'll be more to come from this region in the next few months.
Kate Wordsworth, you're obviously busy. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, let's find this sock then.
I get it. I now get it. I never really got it, but now being a mom, I totally get it.
Women rock. They can handle much more than
almost everything. Although I had
multitasking.
Yeah, although I had an experience this weekend that I was going somewhere with Madison. Madison's all dressed up. She's got her little outfit. We're all good to go. I mean, there's a million things different going on. I go to where I'm going. And of course, I didn't zip my dress all the way back up. And this nice lady comes over. She goes, "Excuse me." She's like, and I thought, oh my gosh, I get it. But the moms do. I mean, I'm thinking like, I got to get all these different things in order. We got to get her in the car. I got to make sure she has a bottle. I got to make sure she's dressed. Does she have enough diapers? Yada 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 yada. And I just totally forgot about myself.
There's a reason nature put you guys in charge of that.
Yeah, and I'm doing a great job at it as we speak. Okay, so talk about the golf tournament.
Blake Bortles Foundation, second annual charity golf tournament and weekend. That's me and Blake out at the golf course yesterday.
I love the outfit.
Enjoying some time. It was a great event. The auction and concert Saturday night raised. Live auction about $62,000. All told, the whole weekend is about $100,000 going to go to his foundation, which will go to programs at the Arc, Jacksonville, and first responders, police and firefighters, getting them equipment that maybe the city budget doesn't cover and stuff. So really cool weekend. But before that, last week when he got back in town, I had a chance to sit down with him. Yeah, I had a chance to sit down with him. I didn't realize it was a big deal because he's a buddy of mine.
Turned into a really big deal.
And then once the people at the Jaguars freaked out, and other reporters in town started crying because they didn't get the one-on-one with Blake.
Because nobody really thought that he was going to do a one-on-one. Is that right?
No, they were told there are no one-on-ones. Oh, no other reporters were allowed to get it.
But you're buddies with him, so you just went down there. I'm not a reporter. Well, there you go. See, that's where you missed out. It's just the title didn't fit.
Yeah. So Ryan O'Halloran, if you're watching, here you go. You can see the footage here since you're crying to the team about not getting the interview. But enjoy. Oh, hey, how you doing? Missing persons alert can be turned off now. I found him, Blake Bortles. He's just got back in town today, right?
I did, yeah, this morning.
A little red eye from where were you?
I was in Southern California. Caught a red eye last night. And
who are you working out with out there?
Throwing with Tom House and Adam Dado and those guys. And then there was a little facility down the street that I would, lift weights and run and do that stuff at. So it's been good.
So the first off season, you went out there and spent a lot of time and threw 35 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then this last off season,
didn't go out there and didn't throw 35 touchdowns.
I know you guys watch film on Mondays after the game, but at the end of the season, did you go back and look at any of the footage?
Yeah. So I've gone back. It's kind of become like a yearly ritual.
Did you throw up?
Yeah, it's
How many
difficult.
times? How many times did you throw up watching some of it?
There's There's times where it's just like you don't ever like. There's moments that I've had in my career where it's like I don't ever want to relive that moment again. I remember it. I know what that was like. I don't need to watch it on film.
What's the talk about Tom Coughlin's return with the guys?
Yeah, I think guys are excited. It's going to be something different. It's kind of he's coming back and he's instilling kind of that old school, disciplined, tough culture, and I think guys are excited for it. I know I am. I think I think that's kind of what our team needs in a sense, and I think guys will respond really well to that. And he's obviously a guy that's been around and has won and won consistently.
You back in town to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
No, I'm not here to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. My golf tournament is this weekend, the second annual Blake Bortles Foundation golf tournament. So we're excited to have you be a part of that.
Well, I'm emceeing it.
Yeah,
emceeing it.
So it'll be a blast. I look forward to you being up there, getting the crowd going.
The causes that you're helping out in your foundation.
Yeah, so the causes that we support are mentally and physically disabled children and adults, and then first responders, so policemen, firefighters, things like that. So we've been able to, in the little over a year, I guess, since it started, really I feel like make an impact or help out in some areas.
What was it like last year being like Bigfoot? Like Bigfoot sightings and Blake Bortles sightings at the bars were like very similar. A lot of similarities in that nobody had pictures of Bigfoot and nobody had pictures of you out, but literally everybody, their friend is a bartender, their friend is a bouncer. Yeah. Can we clear this up? Both seasons, when you threw 35 touchdowns and last year, how many times did you go to the bars during the season?
0. I went, because that was one thing that was tough. It was difficult when like the question of character came into play, because I knew, how hard I was working and how much it meant to me and how important everything was. And I knew I wasn't at the bars and wasn't drinking.
All right, man, appreciate you sitting down and looking forward to this weekend. It's gonna be fun. Raise a lot of money for a good cause. And the golf course, let's side action, my group versus your group, and double or nothing what you owe me.
Okay.
Or if you want to go
or we can just double or nothing that right now on the ping pong table.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do that?
Done. Let's go. All right.
Okay.
See you later. Yes. Yes. I need to pay bills. Bills are paid.
Oh, are they?
He's been working on football. In his defense, he's working on football. He's not working on table tennis.
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. Was glad to sit down with him, and a lot of people over the weekend are watching that. Since we showed it on Friday and saying, why would you bring that up? And it's like, no, this was something that last year about the myths and the rumors of him being out drinking last year, why he was playing so bad. Everybody wanted to blame it on something. They're like, I saw him at the bars. And I was like, hang on, I own a few bars at the beach, and I promise you he hasn't been out, because every time we go out, there's 100 pictures taken. Minimum. And he doesn't turn any of them down.
Yeah, no, I've seen him out there.
So the rumors went wild. Rumors went wild, and he said right there, that was the part that bothered him. You want to criticize my play, do it. But criticize my character.
Don't attribute it to something that's false.
But to criticize my character and say I don't care and I'm out Saturday night drinking before a game, like, that's insulting to him.
Yeah, I know, and he really is working real hard. I mean,
he is.
Yeah, he seems like, and you can tell when he came in here and we met him, I know he's a good friend of yours and I've met him a few times. He is very focused and he's very determined, and you wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah.
I hope he has a great season, because I know how much effort he's putting into it.
He's putting the work in, so, and he said, like he said, let's hope there's a correlation. He didn't go out, he went out the first year and threw 35 touchdowns afterwards. He didn't go out last year, didn't play well. Let's hope there's a correlation. And but there's more from that interview. It was a 40-minute conversation.
You poor guy. You sat there and you got a good interview. So that's going to be coming out, you said, in news, right?
Yeah, news. Stay tuned to First Coast News. We're going to put some of that out tonight, and then over the next couple of days, we're going to put the whole thing out in segments on different topics, including all kinds of fun stuff, lighthearted stuff, and some serious stuff.
Yeah, table tennis. And I like this backsplash. That's his house. I like his back. I was noticing that, of course. I'm listening to the substance, but I'm also like, ooh, that's a really nice, well-decorated apartment he has there. Okay.